So hi guys, and welcome to your power yoga class with me, Julia. Today we're going to be doing a 30-minute power yoga flow. And this class is designed to build strength, get you sweating a little bit, and then also bring in some nice stretching at the end. So if you're looking for something powerful, you want to build strength in your entire body, this class is for you. And then with that said, let's get started. So let's start by just standing on the mat wherever you'd like, bringing your feet to hip width distance apart, rolling the shoulders down the back, and let's start at the top of the body to get a nice little stretch and warm up here, starting at the neck. So you can bring those hands, arms by your side, fingers pointing down, and really activate the fingertips here, rolling the shoulders down the back, and then start by bringing your right ear to your right shoulder, rolling chin to chest, opposite side, and rolling chin to chest, opposite side. And then just keep rolling at your own pace. If you find there's any place of tension, maybe you want to stay there, breathe deeply. Maybe you want to bring those fingertips closer towards the ground so you're really getting that deeper stretch in the side of the neck. One more breath here. And then coming back to center, chin to chest, lifting the head. Bringing those arms up overhead now, growing tall, fingers and pointing towards the sky, and then bring the right arm back at your side, left arm comes up and over, getting a nice side stretch here in the left side body. Be sure to keep your chest open by rolling that left shoulder blade down the back and gaze up if it's comfortable for your neck. Maybe bouncing here a little bit as we hold for one more breath. And then coming through center, left arm goes down, right arm comes up and over. And then either holding here still and breathing, or taking those gentle bumps up and down. Really breathing into the rib cage, opening up this right side body. And exhale. Slowly coming back to center. Let's interlace the fingers behind the back. We're going to pull the shoulders down the back, lengthen out and straighten the arms as much as you can. And we're going to bend at the knees and slowly come into a forward fold with this interlaced fingers. Getting a really nice back of the leg stretch, whilst also stretching out your shoulders here. You can keep your knees bent generously if you need to. And just breathe deeply. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale, release. Bending at the knees, release the arms, arms coming back up overhead, and then we're going to make our way to the top of the mat. So arms coming up overhead, we're just going to take a couple roll downs. So bending at the knees, rolling the body down into our forward fold, and then just immediately rolling your way up, chin to chest, arms coming up. And again, exhale, folding forward. And inhale, rolling up. Chin to chest, head comes up last. A few more times, inhale, exhale. And inhale up. Last time, exhale. And this time, stay here. We're going to step our right leg back. We're going to step our left leg back and push those hips back, coming into a nice downward facing dog. As always, we like to spend a moment here just to get our nice downward facing dog, feeling good. Bending one knee at a time and pressing the opposite heel down to the mat gives you a nice stretch along the back of the legs. Warming up the lower body now. Catching your breath. Making sure there's no tension in the head or the neck by shaking your head yes and no. And then slowly walking those feet to meet the hands again. Rolling your way up to standing, vertebrae by vertebrae. And then we're going to begin a version of sun salutations. So I'll guide you slowly the first time, and then we're going to do it 2 more times, but more breath to movement. So, arms by your side, Tadasana. Inhale, the arms coming up overhead. And exhale, bend at the knees, coming into our forward fold, just like before. And now we inhale, coming into a flat back position, so a halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. And then step the right leg back. Step the left leg back, coming into a high plank, and then your choice, knees down or lifted, coming through Chaturanga, pushing forward, upward facing dog, Exhale, pushing back, downward facing dog. Let's take a breath here. Inhale. And exhale, sigh out the mouth. Now, we're going to bring our right leg out behind us, three-legged dog. Bend the knee and bring the knee towards the nose. Go back, three-legged dog. Knee towards the nose. Back, three-legged dog, warming up the core. And then this time, knee to nose. And bring the right foot forward. Now we're in our runner's lunge here. We're going to keep our left palm planted on the mat. Right arm lifts up into an easy twist. Breathing here. And then we're going to bring our right hand down again. Step the right leg back. And this time just swap legs. Left leg comes forward using your core strength. Left arm goes up. Breathing. And exhale. And then left arm goes down. Coming back to plank position, and you guessed it, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. Take a moment here to breathe, to reset. So that's the flow basically. We're going to do that, as I said, 2 more times. Just take it at your own pace or follow me, my guidance, and we're going to get through it together and build strength in the entire body. When you're ready, bend your knees and either step, walk or jump to the top of the mat. Coming back into our forward fold. Bringing the arms back up overhead. And hands to heart center. Are you ready? So inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step, walk or jump through chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. So we're going to lift the right leg up. And then knee to nose. Leg goes back. Knee to nose. Three-legged dog. And then bring that right foot forward. Coming into our runner's lunge. Inhale, lift the right arm. Exhale, plant that right hand, step back. And left foot comes forward. Open up left side. And then hand down. Step back to plank and chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 1 breath. Inhale and exhale. Bend the knees, look forward and hop to the top of the mat. And then slowly rolling your way up, arms coming up overhead. And hands to heart center. Other side. Inhale, arms going up. Exhale, down. Really warming up here. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step, walk or jump, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Other side, left leg goes up. Bend the knee, left knee to nose. Up and back, knee to nose. Three-legged dog. And then step through, left foot down. Left arm rises up, easy twist. Plant that hand, step back to plank. Right foot comes forward, easy twist. Right hand comes down, plank, and you guessed it, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Push back, downward facing dog. Amazing work. Breathe here. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Last breath here, inhale. And exhale. And then bend the knees, hop forward, forward fold. And then slowly roll your way all the way up to standing. And hands to heart center. Great job. Are you feeling warm? So we're going to step our right leg going back, getting off those arms for a moment. Bringing the arms up by the ears though, into our high lunge position. Just take a moment here to find your stance. It's really important that you get the right length. You're feeling this 90-degree angle in the front leg. Your shoulders are rolled down the back and you're feeling strong and confident. We're going to take 5 lunges here. So we're going to bend that back knee and then we're going to straighten it. 4 and straighten. 3 and 2 and 1, working on that glute strength. And then what we're going to do is come forward and bring our arms into the chest and kick that right leg forward. And then step back. And we'll do that 4 more times. Kick forward and back. Kick forward using your balance, your core strength. 2 more. Doesn't matter if your leg's coming up as high as mine. Don't worry, any kick is good. And then come forward and we're going to hold here. So wherever your leg is, higher the harder, we're going to pulse up for 20. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 10, 9, oh it's so hard, 10, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step back into your high lunge, bring the hands down, frame the foot, step back into plank, chaturanga, upward facing dog, and downward facing dog. Catch your breath here for a moment before we do the same on the other side. Inhale and exhale. One more breath here. And exhale. Bend at the knees, gaze forward, and then just hop to the top of the mat. Forward fold, and roll your way all the way up to standing. Hands to heart center. Other side. This time the left leg goes back, arms coming up by the ears, and find your version of high lunge today. Sinking the hips down, making sure that front knee is tracking towards the pinky rather than the big toe, protecting the knee joint here. And we'll take those lunges. So, bending the back knee and straightening. 4. Stay strong with your intention. And 2. And 1. And you guessed it, kicking forward. 5. And back. 4. Working the whole body here, really using your concentration. And 2. And 1. And then kick forward. And we've got those pulses. So, 20. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Oh, it's so hard. 2, 1. Step back into your high lunge. And vinyasa, coming down. Upward facing dog. Pushing back, downward facing dog. And again, 2 breaths here. Remembering that you can always take child's pose if you'd like. Inhale. And exhale. And again, inhale. And then exhale, bend at the knees, hop your way to the front of the mat again. Forward fold. And rolling your way up to standing. We're not done with the legs yet, so bringing those feet together, we're going to come into a chair pose. So sit those hips back, yep, everyone's favourite. Arms coming up by the ears, and then sit the butt back. Make sure you can lift your toes off the mat here, wiggle them around, and that helps to make sure all the weight's going into your butt, into the back of the heels. So, already feeling a little shake here. We're going to bring some movement. For 10 times, we're going to come forward onto the toes, bringing our arms behind us like a bird, and activating those pinkies towards each other, so we're really activating the shoulders and the triceps, and then arms by the ears. 9 more times. And exhale back. Whew, it's hard to do this whilst talking. Coming up. And back. 7 more. And back. And 6. And back. And 5. Halfway there. Trying to keep low even though we're getting some movement here. You can start to creep up when you get tired, but keep your integrity of the chair pose. Remember, this is all for you, building strength, and it will get easier every time. 2 more. And back. Up. And then, sitting back down in our regular chair pose, we're going to lift the right leg up, holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right foot down, left leg up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You guessed it, we're coming back down and we're going to pulse for 20. 5, 4, 1. Keep low. 2, 1. And 1. And then slowly release your butt back onto the mat. Let's take a second here. You can hug the knees into the chest. Let your chin come towards the chest and just rock from side to side. Feeling a nice stretch here in the back. And then breathing. And then slowly bringing the feet onto the mat and just knock your knees from side to side, releasing any tension in the hips. Also should feel really good right now, just to have a nice restorative movement for the legs. Okay, that's enough restoring for now. We're still going. So, you guessed it, we're here. It's going to be core boat pose. We're going to bring our hands to the back of our thighs, rolling the shoulders down the back. And first of all, let's just warm up the core by rolling back until you can stretch your arms fully out, bringing the chin in towards the chest, and then allowing yourself from the base of the spine to lift yourself back up. Do it 4 more times, rolling down slowly, really getting a nice arch in the back, and then rolling up. 3 more. Exhale. And inhale to lift. 2 more. And inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And then we're going to exhale, roll all the way down, and then see if you can lift the feet off the mat. Core boat pose. And we're going to hold here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then you're going to straighten the right leg out and back in, swapping legs. 5 on each side. 4. Keeping that spine long, making sure there's no tension in the lower back here. Keeping the chest open, gazing up. 2 more each side, you've got this. And 1 more. And then holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Releasing those feet down. Amazing work. That should feel really good on the core right now. We're not done yet though. So coming down onto the forearms here, this is working more the lower abs. We're going to bring our legs up as straight as you can get them. Don't worry if they're bent up here. And then we're just going to scissor. So keep that integrity of the chest here as we scissor down and back up. Scissor down and back up. And since this is a toughie, we'll only do 3 more. And 2. Don't worry if you can't go so low, just go wherever feels comfortable for you for the shake, initiate, and back up, knees into the chest. Oh, allow your back to rest on the mat. This is a hard class, but you asked for it. So, rocking from side to side and getting that nice massage on the lower back. Catching your breath. Okay. And then we're going to come into a Pilates style core exercise, which I love. So what we're going to do is we're going to lengthen the left leg out on the mat. The right knee comes in towards the chest. You pull that knee in twice and then you swap the leg. Pull the knee in twice, swapping the leg. Pull and swap, pull and swap, pull, swap. And 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Both legs out, both arms by the legs, holding here. 5, 4, 3, 2, oh my god, the shake, and 1. Release it back onto the mat, hug those knees into the chest. You deserve it. And then just slowly rocking from side to side. Catching the breath. And let's take a nice core exercise, which is also a really good twist and stretch here. So we bring the arms out by our side. We have our knees in towards like a tabletop kind of position. And then you drop the knees to the right and lift up before it reaches the ground, and then to the other side. And let's just keep doing this. It really gets into the obliques here. Gets all the abdominal muscles working. You're also getting a nice stretch as well. And also it should feel really good on your lower back. It's nice to get a combo. And a few more times on each side. And slowly coming back into center. Hug those knees in towards the chest. And then we're gonna rock and roll our way up. Standing, if you can, coming back into chair pose. And then release, coming into our forward fold. Ooh, good job. Walk those hands in your forward fold over to the right. Bend into that right knee. And then just feel that nice stretch along the outside hip of the left leg. And then slowly walking back to center. Hands over to the left. Bending the opposite knee. And feeling a nice stretch along the hip. Coming back to center. Rolling your way up to standing. So we're going to open out into a nice warrior two, starting with the right knee in front. So coming into our warrior two, right leg bent, and then the arms come out by the side. Dropping the shoulder blades down from the ears, feeling that knee track towards the pinky toe, just like we did in high lunge. And we're going to take this into a moving warrior two. So straightening the front leg, palms touch overhead, bending into that front knee, straightening the leg, bending into that front knee, straightening the leg, and bending, straighten, and bend. And then just hold here. And if you'd like to have an extra core exercise, you can bring your right palm facing up, left palm directly over it, and hovering over that leg for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lifting up. Ooh, that one always gets me shaking. Straighten this leg, bring both feet parallel, and then just coming out to the other side. Bending generously into that left knee now. Arms coming out by the side. Warrior two with the left leg in front. And we take it into the flow. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Up and down. This should feel really good after those holding poses. And down, and then coming back into the warrior two. And if you did it on the other side, take that core, different variation of extended side angle, holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lifting back up, warrior two, and then straightening. So both toes are pointing forward. Roll those shoulders down the back. And we're going to come into a halfway lift, but in this kind of wide-legged pose. Arms come by the ears, and let's target the back now. So we're going to bring our elbows in towards the body and straighten that out. Don't worry if your knees are bent here, by the way. Arms coming into the body and then back out in front. Bending in and out, in and out. Last time. And out, holding the arms out, and we swim for 20, 15, 10, and 5, and release. Amazing. Coming into our wide-legged forward fold. Just sway from side to side, releasing out the lower back, releasing the legs. Great work here. Letting the head hang heavy, catching your breath. And then slowly turn to face the front of the mat. We're going to plant our hands onto the mat. We're going to step the left foot and the right foot back, and we're going to finish in a plank series here. So starting in our high plank, squeeze your glutes together, activate the core, really push the heels to the back of the mat. We're going to drop the right knee down, and then lift it, and the left knee down, and lift, right knee, and lift, and left. Stay strong here, we've got 2 more on each side, and 1, and then rolling over, so you're coming onto side plank, Vashisthasana, on the left side with the right arm up, and just push your hips up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming down, right hand down, switch to the other side, pushing the hips up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're nearly there. Coming back, into our high plank, and then coming down into forearm. We're just holding here for 10, 9, getting that butt down, 7, 6, 5, you've got this, 4, and then it's all stretching, 2, and 1. Amazing job. I am shaking. Bringing the knees as wide as the mat if you can. Coming back into a child's pose. Oh, resting the head down. You did amazing work. This is a really full body strengthener. So proud. Take this moment to catch your breath here. Breathing deeply and allowing the breath to really fill up the entire torso, leading all the way down to the lower back, all the way down to the hips. Feel as though your hips are sinking into the mat, sinking into your heels and melting away any tension. Staying here and then slowly walking the fingers over to the right, dropping the head down and taking some deep breaths into this left side body. Maybe you want to place that left palm on top of the right. You've earned this good relaxation. And then slowly walking the fingers through center and coming over to the other side. Again, maybe placing the right palm on top of the left. Breathing deeply into this right side body, really opening up those rib cages. Or the rib cage, oh my god. I'm obviously so exhausted from this class. And then slowly coming to center, tuck your chin into your chest and roll forward into a tabletop position. We're just going to take a couple of cat-cows here now just to lengthen out the spine. So inhale, drop your belly, gaze up, open the chest. Exhale, pushing the mat away, coming into cat, looking towards your belly button. And then a few more at your own pace. This is really the time for you to stretch out the parts of your body that might be holding tension. Maybe you want to put it into a more free flow cow where you move in circles. Just a few more breaths here, moving and breathing. And slowly finding your way into a tabletop. And we're going to bring our right knee forward and then out to the side, coming into a one-legged pigeon with the right leg forward. You take whatever adjustments you need to get there and feel good. This is your time for relaxation. We love pigeon pose. And you can come down onto your forearms or walk the hands out in front of you. And this is your time to breathe deep. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Enjoy feeling that right hip opening. Seeing if you can try and energetically move the left hip down even more. And maybe that intensifies the stretch on your right side. Feel your hips melt into the mat. If there's any tension there, just breathe deeply into wherever you're feeling it. This is your time to restore and recuperate. Amazing. Slowly tucking the chin in towards the chest. Plant those hands on the mat and then just bring that right knee to meet the left. And we're just going to bring our right leg out to the side, foot flat. We're in gate pose and just rock back and forward. This will get a nice stretch in the inside of the leg all the way to the hips. A few more times here. And then bring that right knee to meet the left. And let's take it to the other side. So just slowly moving that left leg forward this time and making your way into one-legged pigeon. I like to prop my hands down and just make sure that my hips are facing the front of the mat, and then sit down, walking the back leg out, however you do it. And then just walking maybe onto your forearms, maybe coming all the way down onto the palms of the hands. Wherever you are, this is your time to restore and renew. focusing on those deep breaths guided towards any place of tension. Maybe becoming mindful of any other part of the body that might be holding tension that doesn't need to be. And see if by placing awareness there, you're able to soften and open. And see if by doing that, if it helps releasing the tension in your hips and your glutes. And slowly walking the hands back towards the body, bringing that left knee back to meet the right, and taking that gate pose on the other side. So flattening out the left foot, and just rocking back and forward, getting that nice deep stretch in the hips and the inside leg. Also stretching out a little bit the wrists here. Slowly then, bringing that right knee to meet the left, or left to meet the right, whatever, they're together now. And just finding your way into a seated position. Crossing the legs, rolling the shoulders down the back one last time. And let's take a moment of stillness to close the class. So you can bring your palms facing up or down on your knees, wherever feels good for you in this moment today. Closing off the eyes. Just taking a moment here to see how you feel. How does your body feel? How does your mind feel? We tend to have a calmer mind after a really powerful vinyasa class, because actually the asana practice was made and designed to prepare yourself for meditation. While it's hard to sit all day and meditate if you don't have a strong body, and also by getting the energy and the physical exertion out on the mat, we can then allow our mind to still. I encourage you to stay here as long as feels good for you and as long as you love it. And I will leave you right now and just say thank you so much for joining me in this amazing power yoga class. I can't wait to hear what you thought of it, and yeah, enjoy the rest of your day, and I hope to see you next time. Namaste.